is Michaela Rena with Tarot, the Witch's Tradition, here January 6th on a Wednesday. We've got a lot of stuff happening in the world. We've got an inauguration coming up pretty soon. A lot of things that are affecting us on a very personal level that is definitely having the sway of energy around us. And it's wonderful to be able to have an interesting perspective about it so that we can navigate it better. Now, you might be wondering, what has she got in her cup? A little lotus leaf and another blend. I'll share more about that later. However, I'm going to put that down and we're going to go ahead and get started with the card read. I'm really excited to be able to do that. So this card read that I have is really intriguing. I have the Queen of Cups, so I'm going to share that with you. The Queen of Cups, very interesting. I'll share the card read and then we'll go from there. I have the Eight of Swords reversed. Isn't that interesting? I love these cards. This is the Witch's Tarot by Ellen Cannon, illustrated also by Martin Cannon. We have the Two of Wands reversed. All of my cards came up reversed today. That was even more interesting. And the Six of Pentacles reversed. So we're going to go ahead and get into that. The Queen of Cups. Now, normally she shows up like this. So you can see she's all in the blue, decked out royal with the gold tiara on her head, the crown, and she has the cup in her hand. However, the Queen is a master of communication and of feelings, emotions, and yet the card shows up reversed. And so she may be taking in a lot of information and it's time for her to speak her piece, therefore not being controlled by the emotions of everyone else and also standing in her power. However, she allows herself to release the responsibility of how her words or emotions may affect other people. A lot of that has to do with the Eight of Swords, and that card is reversed. Now I'm going to show it to you how it normally shows up, and this traditionally looks like a woman that is bound with a scarf over her eyes, and she's got swords all around her body. And so this may indicate that she must use her intuition to get out of a certain circumstance and be able to see something beyond what she could have imagined. However, it's reversed, and this is connected to the release of illusions. The illusions are being cut away, and that Queen of Cups is allowed or able to acknowledge her feelings. She can let go of certain things because she sees the illusion of what she believed is there, or whoever is to come down. Now, is this a good thing or a bad thing? Based on these cards, it's always a good thing. The Two of Wands shows reverse. Now, this is how it normally shows up. Two of Wands. And whenever I think of the Wands, whenever I think of two, I always see it more like a struggle, a back and forth, a tug of war. However, this card is reversed. So this is about releasing the need to control what is created and to acquiesce or to be fully immersed in what has already been created. You don't need to tug of war, you don't need to pull at it, and no one has to be right, which is really interesting when you look at that card. And the last card is the Six of Pentacles. Now, I'll show it to you this way forward. Very interesting when we look at that card. The Six of Pentacles, we're looking at balance, we're looking at celebration, things that are happening in the household. However, it's reversed, and I'll share that with you, how that looks. And so when we look at this card in its reversed state, it may indicate that there is an imbalance, and more of the masculine and the feminine need to come together so that the tug of war or the struggle has less energy. Therefore, the illusion of whatever it is can be released, and you can see more of what it is because the correct communication is happening. That's really interesting. However, these cards also create a trigger within the body. We may be wondering, how do I get that done? How do I get people to listen to me? I'm not even sure if I listen to myself well. How am I able to get the things that I desire without having to struggle with other people? So of course, we have the activity that supports releasing that negative feeling in the body. So the first step, definitely, which I really love, right there, number 1, identify the issue. Number 2, locate where you feel it in your body. Number 3, tell the brain or the mind how it should think. Then it gives the command to the brain to tell the body how it can feel better. So let's go ahead. I've got the first 2. And the first one, this one is connected to not feeling heard. Sometimes we may have a lot to communicate and a person says, I hear you, but are they listening? Or I'm listening, but are they really hearing you? So in this case, we would want to cancel any negative feeling or trigger that's connected to that. The statement that I created there is, I'm tired of not being heard. Not, I'm tired of not being heard. The second one is the card, the 8 of Swords reversed. And of course, this is the release of illusions. And so this not statement may have to do with being afraid of what you may hear, the story, the truth. Not, I fear the true story. Now, we have 2 other cards here, and that is the 2 of Wands reversed. There is a trigger that's connected to those wands about letting go of the struggle. And there's a positation that's connected to the 6 of Pentacles about the imbalance and how to bring more feminine and masculine energy to the center. If you would like to find out how this applies to you personally, you can definitely go to my website and book a reading, because this here has major implications on how you'll do better and actually receive better and feel better. You can see right here, you can visit my website, MichaelaRena.com, and as well, you can join us for the newest 2021 Witches School of Tarot. Thank you for joining me today. I look forward to sharing more information, and I'll tell you a little bit more about this luscious lotus leaf tea soon. Blessed be. Mwah. Ashe.